Well, we're back. It was after a great Betway Summer Cup weekend. It was really fantastic. Well done to the Betway team for putting on a superb show, I have to say, and we really thoroughly enjoyed it, even though we were upstairs on the 10th floor commentating the whole day with Daryl Marie was with me as well. So the Weighted to Win, and Darren Burrows was there at Turfentine too, the whole Weighted to Win team there. There's the information around our WhatsApp number. Just make a note, 0691643272. So you can obviously join us at any given time whenever you're ready. Just send your name and email address. And if you want to just open up your Betway account, you just scan the code and it'll take you straight in there to get your account open. Well, the second at the Vaal today is the World Sports Betting Grand Heritage, which takes place on the 9th of December at the Vaal. Over this particular race is over 1,200 metres. And number 4, Alicia's Love, Darren Burrows, is 13-10 and looks quite hard to beat here.
Yes, Clyde, Alicia's Love does look the right horse on form. She's run off a horse like Give Me Another. That was a good effort on debut. But I can tell you she's taken on weak company as well, and she's got rolled. So she just can't seem to get her head in front. For that reason, I'm going for the info horse that I heard about this morning, and that is Storm Secret. Very good. Not a good debut. She was punted off the boards into 15-10 with Keegan DeMello. But if you watched her go down to the start, she wasn't moving well. And we knew from then on that she wasn't going to run in the places. So it says in the comments, tied up. And that's obviously the reason for the bad run. She's had the time off and she's shortened from 6s into 7-2. So I'm going to lean towards Storm Secret over Alicia's Love and Out the Mist.
Okay. That's interesting that you're going Storm Secret. Hasn't run for a while, but you obviously like it a lot. Daryl, your side?
Yeah, I didn't like the way she moved on debut, going to the start line. The comment in the front of the book is may need the run.
Okay.
So it's not very upbeat.
Yeah.
Alicia's Love, she's got the racing fitness on her side. She's got the form. Last time out in the 1400, she was actually overdoing it with Richard Free. So I like the fact that she's come back in trip. Clyde, and if I look at her form, in my opinion, her best run to date is her only run up the straight, and that was on debut. Colorado Creek, that form line is holding up extremely well. And I think if she just holds her form, she should be good enough to finish in the top 2.
Well, let's hope she does, because it is Bipot time. So let's put those Bipots up now. Race number 2. Here's from Daryl Marie what he suggests that we play for this afternoon's meeting and take a look at it. Just a reminder, in this race, number 3 is scratched and the 18 is also not running. Banker 4 in the first leg by 1-3-6. As you can see from Daryl's perspective, it's not an easy card. Third leg 1 and 3. Fourth leg 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 17. The next leg 1, 5 and 7, and the last leg 1, 5, 6, 9 and 11. Take a bet, win a number. It's a handicap and it's at the 95 level, 2,000 meters. Let me have a look at what Betway have got in terms of the market. 3-1 about this horse favourite, Romeo's Magic. 3 Supreme Dance. Brett Warren's topped the boards here. He's at 9-2 second favourite as well. Lucky Udalaka's got Bob's Your Uncle, number 5. Who's trading around 9-2, and then you can get 5-1 about number 1, Willow's Witch. Much of a muchness kind of race, Mr. Burrows.
Very difficult, Clyde. I thought the most open race on the card, well, one of them, because all runners in this race have a realistic chance of winning, and the betting also suggests so. Now, Supreme Dance, he has been a bit disappointing, but I get the feeling this is the right type of field. I know the 2,000 meters is stretching him a little bit because he moves up to a point and then doesn't quite round his race off. So I would have preferred him over 18, 16, but in a small field that goes slow, he can get away with it. You've got a front runner like Twin Turbo. He's very in and out, but on his day, he can run. Willow's Wish, a bit below par of recent. Romeo's Magic, probably the in-form horse in the race, and he's got 52 kilos to shoulder. And then Bob's Your Uncle. So I've touched on just about the whole field.
It's one of those. It's one of the Willow's Wish. We saw Perfect Witness come and win again. So straight 1 runner, 1 winner for Willow's Wish. I don't know if you give it any sort of chance, yeah?
I do give Willow's Wish a chance, Clyde. I think he's had a nice prep and he's coming into this race nearing peak fitness. So he must be a big runner. Supreme Dance, I don't think he's a turf inside horse. Much better at the Vaal. And Gavin actually gets the best out of him. You can see a few runs back, himself and Willow's Wish locked horns. So on paper, there's not much separating the two of them. He's going to run a decent race. And then I respect American Biscuit. You can see he's since been fitted with the blinkers. He's been thereabouts.
Yeah.
But those runs have been over shorter, and I'm really keen to see him being stepped up in trip with those blinkers. So I think he can improve. But then again, Clyde, I've touched on 3 runners, and the race certainly doesn't stop there.
Well, it's open. American Biscuit, one is sure, was hoping will stay the 2,000 metres. But if you like a horse like Willow's Wish, like I do, I guess you've got to like Twin Turbo too, based on that last run. So, open race. What are the boys doing here? Place accumulators. Daryl's gone 1, 3, and 6. By Banker, the 3 in the next leg. By 4, 5, and 8. By 1 and 5. By 1, 6, and 9. By 2 and 7. By 3, 7, 11, and 15. So it's pick 6 time, and this is a maiden plate. It's over 1,800 metres in this race. Betway have priced up as follows. Number 9, Judgment Day is favourite at 2-1. Runs for the Tony Peter stable. Calvin Habib's riding it. 120 Drachmas, whom I like, dropping back in distance, is a second choice for Stuart Pettigrew, 3-1. And number 3, Al Bayrech, is a Mike de Cox runner who's priced up at 4-1. There's one other in single digits. It's number 2, Master Christmas at 6s. And then you can get 12-1 and better about the others. I thought 20 Drachmas based on that last start that I saw, and that maybe it was too far, dropping in distance now, Daryl.
I don't think it was too far, Clyde,
you
because
don't?
he
Okay.
really finished that race off. I think he was unfortunate
Too far
in that
back,
he
maybe.
was too far back.
Okay.
I also don't mind the fact that he's coming back in trip to the 1800. I don't think that's going to be a negative whatsoever. But just based on what happened to him in running last time, you can say he's better than that effort, and he should go very close. Very surprised to see Judgment Day at the top of the boards. I've got my doubts over that form line. In saying that, he can certainly improve. But I wouldn't be taking his current price about him, or even double those odds. I'm going to make Al Bayreg 20 Drachma's biggest danger.
Right.
Last time out, he was having his first run as a gelding Clyde, and he was very one-paced. But I think Gavin Lorena from a 1 draw is going to get him to the race early and get going on him. So I think the race is set to be fought out between numbers 1 and 3.
And he'll like the extra, won't he? He's going further now.
Yeah.
This is the
So let's hope Gavin can get a clean, clear early run on him, and maybe can fend off 20 drachmas.
keep off 20. Okay. Which one, Mr. Burrows? 20 drachmas, Al Bayrech, or you on something else?
Clyde, I made it between numbers 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, but 20 drachma is my first choice. Now, I was at the course last time out when he ran, and I thought the trip was too far, even though he was running on at the finish. They went very fast in front. He was plodding, but he was staying on through horses late, but he's got more of a kick over a mile, maybe 1,800 meters, because what happened?
No, you can carry on. It's no problem.
Oh, okay, 20 drachmas. Yeah, he was staying on very strongly over a mile, which really caught my eye. And then last time out was the 2,000 caught him out. So I think the 18 is going to be ideal, and he'll be the horse to beat. I've got respect for Al Bayreg. He ran behind Weather Wizard as well as Master Christmas. There's not much between them. And Judgment Day I've included, but I'm also suspect about that form line.
Thank you so much for that. It's pick sixes. Let's take a look at what the pick six looks like for today. Hopefully we can get an early Christmas pick six up and running here for race number 4. And this is what Darren's worked out. He says go 1, 2, 3, 7, and 9. By 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, and 12. By banker number 6 in the third leg. He's taking his chances over here. Obviously that horse unfortunately be taken out, but it'll go on to the tote favourite. Then he's bankering the 1 horse, who is Perilla. Then he's going 3, 4, 6, 7, and 11. And no chances at the back. He's going the whole field. Let's move on now to race number 5 on the card, guys, and get into the action. This is the Tab Telebet. If you've forgotten that number, it's 0861 000 822. This is a handicap over 1,500 metres. Note in this race, there are meant to be 18 of them going to the gate, but the 14 and the 18 have both been scratched. They're not running. Just a quick update on Betway's market for race number 5. Darren Burrows, this horse fully loaded, is top of the boards, number 5 on the card at 6 to 1, but they bet 6 to 1 the whole field. So there are a whole lot of horses in here like Hotter Ruby, JP 2000, Back to Basics. Nightmare of a race. What are we doing?
Well, Clyde, I thought Fully Loaded, one of the leading lights. You know, he's consistent. Last time out, I thought he was a winner going through the 200, and Pierre Stratum found more on Esquivel to collar him on the line. His 1,400 meter run previous to that at the Vaal was a good effort. He was staying on behind Whirly. The 1,500 probably his limit, but I think he'll be right there, and I think the draw's in his favour. Now, you've got Pocket Watch. I know he's a recent maiden winner, but I do get the feeling he's crying out for this ground. And he should run well, first run out the maidens. Angel of War got ability on his day. He needed that last start. And Hotter Ruby, not a bad effort last time out in a 3-year-old 104. Pierre Stratum takes the ride for Sean Terry.
Yeah, that form's not too bad at all, Hotter Ruby. And it has got a bit of a turn of foot too, so it must have some sort of claim. Daryl, what does it look like to you? Very hard, I know.
I think I went 6 runners in exotics, Clyde.
Can't blame you.
Not convinced I'll get through, but if I had to nail my colours to the mast, I'd say Hotter Ruby is my number 1 pick.
Okay.
I wasn't disappointed with his comeback as a gelding. I thought that was a decent enough effort. He was returning from a rest. No doubt in need of that. And he was doing his best work late. Have a look at his rating. It's dropped 3 pounds after that one start. He's only handicap run. So I think he could certainly be better than his current rating. But in saying that, he's not tuned up in his second run off the rest for a handicap. If he manages to win it, I think it's because he's a cut above what he meets over here. A nice little roughie to include for trifectas and quartets, Clyde. Number 8, Spring Will Come. Last time out, he did have excuses. I think this long ball straight will suit him. Maybe he could get going into the back end of trifectas or quartets. Very difficult race for me, Clyde.
Yeah, difficult. So Fully Loaded and Hotter Ruby looks like the 2 at this point in time, but we're not ruling out a possible upset here. This is the plan in terms of race number 5. Darren's worked out a jackpot. He's gone 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, and 12 now in this particular race. Then obviously he'll be depending on the toad favourite in the next leg. Then the third leg he bankers number 1 on the card in Perilla. And the last leg he goes 3, 4, 6, 7, and 11. Hi guys, welcome back. It's a handicap now, Fillies and Mares, and it's run over 1,400 metres, this particular event. And here we've got 2 scratchings, 3 and 6 are not taking part anymore. They've been taken out, so make a note of that. And the favourite is number 7, Avo on Toast, who's top of the boards, looks to win 22 to 10 favourite. Second choice is that horse High Roller, who's priced up at 7 to 2, and you can get 4 to 1 about number 4, Lucy in the Sky. Darren, I want to come to you first. Let's talk about Avo on Toast. I see her rating dropped to a 79 now, so she's got a little weight on her back, and she does look, I know you're depending on her, because I'm sure she'll end up toad favourite, don't you think?
Yes, Clyde. That's why I didn't really bother changing the pick 6. I thought the late money will come for Avo on Toast. I thought she's the right horse in the race after the scratching of Runway Bomb and Give Me a Light. Now, I think this filly doesn't stay, and they've tried her over ground due to her breeding, and she doesn't follow through with her effort. The 1,400 straight, I think, is going to suit her down to the ground, and I think she could finally get that next win under the belt. So I'm going Avo on Toast to win.
Yeah, I think you have summed it up perfectly. It looks hard to beat. Daryl, what do you think?
She's been very disappointing.
Yeah.
Maybe the Vaal straight will suit her along with coming back in trip. but it's hard to be confident with her, Clyde, because, I mean, she's let the side down.
A
Since
few
winning.
times. But do you think
Remember
things are
when-
more in her favour now?
Remember when she won her Maiden, Clyde? It was in heavy conditions.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fair enough. But
Um,
don't you think with a drop of rating and up the straight?
listen, it will
maybe-
certainly help her.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
But it's not your first choice, I can hear it.
Yeah, I like the way High Roller kicked on last time, Clyde. I thought the inside track against the boys should be found wanting, but she picked them up beautifully. And one thing's for certain, nothing against Joe Sommer. Yeah, the Binder yard is absolutely on firing, and Joe's just starting to
Come right.
warm up. So High Rollers coming into this into this race, I'm sure cherry ripe. So I respect her. She's one of the course and distance, and Jeffrey will give a nice patient ride. Class act in the race has to be number 1, What a Honey, Clyde. That was a very strong lineup last time out. She was never in contention, but her penultimate start, where it looks like she was disappointing on paper, you could just pull a line through that effort because she fluffed it at the start. And Craig Zack, he knows how to hide her away up the Vaal straight and produce her very late. She can certainly bounce back to her best, but it is a small lineup, so there might be a few horses looking for cover, the likes of What a Honey and High Roller. So it could be tricky.
Lucy in the Sky gets from Donald Geersen. And
Yeah.
Trent May used to ride, has been riding nice.
You know,
He's been riding well, Trent. I see now they put Gavin Arena on Lucy in the Sky.
Yeah.
Bit of a shreddy or what?
Well, Clyde,
Jockey strike.
it's a handicap, so they should all theoretically have a chance, isn't it?
Form line's bad though. Okay, well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Daryl and Darren. This is what we intend on doing. Race number 6 on the card. Daryl's got a jackpot where he's going 1, 5, and 7. He's then going 1, 5, 6, 9, and 11. Third leg 2, 3, 7, and 9. And the last leg 3, 7, 11, 12, and 15. That's your second jackpot. So yeah, Tony Peter's got Perilla. I think Darren's banked that Perilla in his play, 7-2 about that horse. I'll talk to Darren in a minute. The latest is number 5, Alabama Anna, second choice at 6-1. And then Alec Laird's horse number 3, Quantum, is at 13-2. You get 8-1 about number 6, Lady Fallon. And then I think after that, Lady Elliot, 10s and better about the others. Mr. Burrows, you're bankering this. Am I right in saying, Perilla, that's your play, eh?
Yes, Clyde, I banked this. We landed a gamble on her last time out on the Weighted to Win show, and she got up to win, beating Alabama Anna by a short head. Now, she's only had the 2 runs on the high fault. Her first run over a mile. Now, the mile is stretching her a little bit. I thought a cracking effort from a deep draw. And then last time out, she just hung in there to beat Alabama Anna, who she's a kilo worse off with. But that was a second run back. And the Peter stable is firing on all cylinders. She's going to improve a length or 2 over having a third run back and drawn towards the outside of the track. I can't see anything beating her.
Okay, so you're quite confident about Perilla. Do you express the same sort of confidence? Or?
Clyde, she can certainly improve in her third start for her yard. Strictly on paper, I mean, it's very difficult to separate herself in Alabama Anna. So I wouldn't be surprised to see her confirm that form despite the turnaround in the weights. I like the look of number 6, Lady Fallon. She is only having a 4th start, Clyde. This filly, when she came to the track, she came with a bit of a reputation, and there's no doubt we've yet to see the best of her. She can only improve with racing. So I have healthy respect for her. What else have we? Yeah, Whirly Bird. There's a form update, Clyde. She actually beat the boys last time out. She got the better of After Hours, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, After Hours. Right. And her rating's gone up to an 88, and she's carrying 60 kilograms. But it looks like she's improving with racing. So another filly that I've got respect for. I don't make it as clear cut as Darren. Would I be surprised if Perilla goes back to back? Absolutely not.
Okay. So in summary, your top 2 or top 3?
I think Lady Fallon
first choice.
Probably going to make the most improvement, Clyde. Okay. So let's see.
All right. Thank you, guys. So Perilla, Lady Felon, maybe double floater in the quartets. Let's have a look at the selections race number 7 on the card. It's Darren's choice. He's going flat out into Perilla.